Just because you see a repeating number or a random symbol doesn't mean it's a message from the universe. Let's talk about confirmation bias in spirituality. As a spiritual coach, I see this all the time. People get attached to signs thinking that every little thing is a divine message. Sometimes you're just seeing what you want to see. It's called confirmation bias. It happens when your mind already is looking for validation, so it starts connecting dots that don't actually belong together. Another thing is the universe is actually testing you. Just because your ex's name pops up doesn't mean that they're your soulmates. It could actually be a reminder to finally let go. There's this lady who does healing work, and she had this guy come up on the stage, and he said he has neck pain constantly. So she said, come up on the stage. And she said, what emotion is attached to the feeling in your neck right now? He said, guilt. And then she kept repeatedly asking him the same question over and over again. What emotion are you feeling in your neck right now? Guilt, 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 guilt. And then eventually, pain literally went away. So I'm just saying this as a reminder, because sometimes the universe will bring it up to trigger this emotion within you, for it to be released, for it to be healed. Because you can think that you're healed, but then when their name pops up or the song keeps playing and you're like, why is this happening? It's kind of like the universe saying the same thing to you over and over again, like that lady did. To heal, you have to address your emotions. You cannot hide from them. So it brings it up sometimes because it wants you to feel it, to release it. Don't get confused and become too attached in thinking that it's bringing you backwards. You gotta trust that it's coming up, honor it when it comes up, and release it. The more that you chase signs, the more that your ego gets involved. Real messages come when you're open to receiving, when your energy is cleansed, when you're in communion with your spirit team, when you're praying, when you're consistent. You're gonna know what's a sign and what's not. But when you're like grasping for answers and you're not sure what's going on, and you're like, oh, you're up in the air, you're not grounded in your energy, you're gonna get all kind of random signs, and it's not gonna make sense, and it's gonna drive you crazy. And then you end up finding a psychic like me, and we can bring you clarity, which is great. It's what I love to do. But I really want more people to understand this, because it can be dangerous and it can keep you stuck in an old cycle. I just felt like with Venus retrograde and everything going on, it's time for people to really understand how this works so we can release it for our highest good. So let me know, have you ever caught yourself over analyzing a sign? Let me know in the comments if you've been there. And if you want to strengthen your intuition and actually understand divine messages, you can either DM me or check out my class this Sunday on Zoom, where we work on our intuition development as a group.